Hello and welcome back to the Dante in a Year podcast. My name is Danny Fitzpatrick. Let's continue with Dante's Paradiso, Canto 27. To the Father, to the Son, to the Holy Spirit, commenced all the paradise, glory, such that the sweet song inebriated me. It seemed to me that I'd seen a smile of the universe, so that my inebriation entered through my hearing and my vision. O joy, O ineffable happiness, O life entirely of love and peace, O riches secure without hunger. Ahead of my eyes the four flames stood incensed, and that who had come first began to grow more vivid. And so his semblance became as would Jove, if he and Mars were birds and changed feathers. The providence that there divides offices and duties had imposed silence on every part of the blessed chorus, when I heard, "If I change color, do not marvel, since as I'm speaking, you'll see all these change theirs as well. He who usurps my place on earth, my place which is vacant in the presence of the Son of God, has made of my cemetery a sewer of blood and muck, where the perverse one who fell from here above is placated there below." Then I saw all the heaven shot through of that color that paints the clouds toward the sun in the evening and the morning. And as an honorable woman who remains serene in herself, and for merely hearing another's failing shows herself ashamed, so Beatrice's semblance changed, and such eclipses, I believe, were in the sky when the supreme power suffered. Then his words proceeded in a voice so changed from itself that his semblance was changed no further. The spouse of Christ wasn't raised upon my blood, that of Linus, that of Cletus, to be used in acquiring gold. But to acquire this brightest life, Sixtus, Pius, Calixtus, and Urban spread their blood after much weeping. Our intention was not that part of the Christian people should sit at the right hand of our successors, and part on the other, nor that the keys which were conceded to me should come to be signs in the standard that combats the baptized, nor that I should be the figure of a seal sold for privileges and lies, so that I often redden and grow pale. Rapacious wolves in the dress of the shepherd are seen from here above through all the pastures. O defense of God, why do you yet lie idle? Coursines and Gascons prepare themselves to drink of our blood. O good beginning, to what vile end must you crash? But the lofty providence, which with Scipio defended in Rome the glory of the world, will swiftly succor us as I conceive. And you, son, who'll still return below, for your mortal pound, open your mouth, and do not conceal that which I am not concealing. Just as the air falls in flakes of gelid vapor on us below, when the horn of the celestial goat is touched with sun, so I saw on high the ether to be adorned and to flake with triumphant vapor, those who had sojourned with us there. My sight was following their semblances, and followed them into the midst, where the distance prevented my passing any further. At which the lady, who saw me absolved of attending on high, said to me, "Set your sight below, and see how you have wheeled." From the hour that I'd first gazed, I saw I'd moved through all the arc the first climb makes from its middle to the end, so that I saw over here from Gades the foolish crossing of Ulysses, and over there near the shore on which Europe makes herself sweet cargo. And more of the sight of this garden would be discovered to me, but the sun proceeded a sign and more distant below my feet. The enamored mind, which ever lingers with my body, more than ever burned to set its eyes again on her. And if nature or art form pastures in human flesh or in its paintings, to grip the eyes and have the mind, all united would seem nothing against the divine pleasure that shone back on me when I turned myself to her smiling eyes. And the virtue her regard induced in me led me from the lovely nest of Leda and pressed me into the swiftest heaven. Its parts most vivid, most exalted, are so uniform that I can't say which place Beatrice chose for me. But she, who saw my desire, commenced, smiling so lightly that God appeared to rejoice in her face. The nature of the world, which stills its mist and moves all the rest around it, commences here as from its end, and this heaven has no other where than the divine mind, in which is enkindled the love that wields it and the power that it reigns. Light and love comprehended in a circle, just as this the others, and that precinct he alone understands who cinctures it. Its motion is not distinguished through another, but the others are measured of this, just as 10 from its half and its fifth. And how time holds its roots in such a text, and its fronds in the other, may now be manifest to you. O greed, who so steep mortals in your depth that no one has the power to draw his eyes from your waves. The will in man flourishes well, but the continual rain converts the true plums to mold. Faith and innocence are found only in the little ones. Then each has fled before their cheeks are covered. Such a one, still babbling, fasts, who then devours with loosened tongue whatever food, whatever the moon. And another such, babbling, loves and listens to his mother, who, with eloquence entire, desires then to see her sepulchred. So does the white skin darken in the first aspect of the fair daughter of him who bears the morning and leaves the evening. You, that you'd find this no marvel, ponder how on earth are none who govern so that the human family so strays. But before all January unwinters for the 100th that's neglected there below, these supernal circles will so set forth their rays that the fortunes so long expected will turn the poops where the prows are, such that the ships will course aright, and true fruit will come after the flower. Thanks for joining me for this episode of the Dante in a Year podcast. See you next time for Dante's Paradiso, Canto 28.